Michael, let's start with who you think is best positioned in this inflationary environment. Are we still in for the auto space?
I think we are still in an inflationary environment, and both the parts retailers and the used auto retailers themselves, I think, are in good positions to pass through pricing. Auto parts retailing historically has been a very price insensitive business, and those retailers, the auto zones of the world, for instance, have always been successful at passing on price. Customers are much more concerned about product availability and speed to get that product, and even the know-how of the associates in the store than they are in price. So we're still seeing, in fact, we're seeing a little bit more inflation there than we've seen in the past few months. And I do think they're able to pass that through. And the used car retailers are seeing, as you said, unprecedented inflation. Sequentially, it's sort of starting to flatten out a little bit, but on a year-over-year basis, we're still up significantly and dramatically higher than we've been in the past. And you're right, consumers are buying.
Yeah, I've seen notes recently that are bullish on O'Reilly, for instance, saying that the main attraction is really the know-how of the staff. I can imagine if I tried to change my own oil or even replace, windshield wiper fluid, that's a big reason why you go there, is for a little bit of help in doing that. But let me ask you, you have, unless this has been updated, I see that you have a buy on AutoZone, but a neutral on Advance Auto Parts and O'Reilly. Why just neutral here?
Much more in valuation. I think the whole group is doing very well, but those stocks are much more expensive on a consensus forward estimate basis than is AutoZone. They've all done very well, all stocks all in that space, and so really, you can pick any of them, but we do like AutoZone on the same trends. A little bit more opportunity in the commercial business where they're underpenetrated but are making great strides, and a lower valuation.
Yeah, and obviously we're all watching like a hawk to see this kind of beginning of what could be going on with used car prices peaking, flattening out, and so forth. But I actually want to ask you a different question with our remaining moment here. Kathy Wood was on CNBC earlier this week, and their out of consensus call is that the U.S. is going to go from selling 2 million to 40 million electric cars by 2025. If she's right, is that what ends these great times for these auto parts dealers?
Not necessarily. Electric vehicles need parts as well. They're different parts, and they are fewer parts, but they do need parts. And that idea of the auto parts retailers selling fewer but more expensive parts has really been an ongoing trend for generations, really, in the auto parts space. So it'll look a little bit different, but they'll still need parts. And so we think the used the aftermarket space will still be very strong.
So you think if I have a Chevy Bolt, I'm still going to need to go to AutoZone for things?
At some point, yeah, they'll start stocking those kind of parts over time. It'll take some time, I think, to get there, but Chevy Volts need parts as well.
All right, Michael, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.